Well, you're trying to come on this one and say that we know what's the Majibram Gusu Badwam on Adom TV, multi TV. So, yada Samara Company Limited for us one day. Kel Chaco toothpaste about a jasso. Kel Chaco toothpaste. And I say, I can apply BDNA body trainer, you're free ho. Nina him say, a jawumi pa the abel for quansi, I can't see any and a yada toothpaste from Kuna to this. Kel Chaco toothpaste, another quality product from Samara Company Limited. One of say or consume because home time agency so Edamaso consume because so much as say for and come away for emeralds. CD capsules, CD ointment. Capsules no able to your immune system na fe ointment so the you up on person be be come Edema 020 9682 836 and 0505 767 425 now for St. Andrews College of Health Care. So no, on a catch us on a mounted here, nursing. Very, very important. What you need to do 0544 830 179 and 0244 696911. Now what you know, Nakasama will be at Timakonka at the amount. If you start a copy of Sendon Konobo, make out say, I said, yeah, say it didn't come at twice, Genema, my gun at Timiko, and Mpensenpensenmu echo. My man Cal said, still, Minister, I train him on Badwam and then on Assin as to when president at the list of MMDCs, no chief executives, no director generals, ever. In as much as by this time, I say it's a disappointment to us as a country. I buy all twasho. Now still, going to be M1 man, maybe because some of the boards on us shall say I want to inaugurate. But the pace in terms of development, it's say a local assemblies no more impact. Ewo ye nuanuma modern ama maybe I say a in term or harrison. I'm seem to but we are still of the belief say now watching corner we na etimi we be maybe August I be seeing na etimi edi san common edi because a lot of the issues that we are facing now in terms of mind more slowing in ano a certain board, certain chief executives, certain MMDCs are intimi impusu hu ye ema intimi hu de eko nti yanke akomanto yem say account for bene say so ba kwa adwade na o cha na che say na ho sisi no pese we pray na edimo. So that's our belief. Nti our hope is that oba ne be pie no na o ye oba obosi so nyame o ho brase Ghana dana koma so a or the Ghana betum power ese efata na menka say COVID is still there. Social distancing, president Kokobono or the no reception after funerals, no any parties are here kesi and no has been banned. But where you there, Oko see no now ye ufushum ni na de akonya no with the observation of the protocols overall distancing, nose or face mask, now sanitizing, now tissues so the ejuma. Very, very important, especially when Dr. Abuaji Kuma Patrick Abuaji Kuma was at the Kokobona to see JJ who had this third wave. No, and here it will be a fire. So, Yaba back to Yankoma IBD and privileged to have two lawyers, especially because Iraga in Mako hardly no BP or Badwam Jumedine. So, we are grateful for the time. Baba Jamal, Askolondo, Yaofa, Papa, all our platforms. Is now more or less a Bushapen, Adom FM, Assin FM, Badwam there, a Bushapen Precope. So it's not that phase. Ushemukra, 5 times deputy ministerial positions in this country, Onyedi Paketwa, and he has been 1 time a national executive member of the NDC, now Osaye, a practicing lawyer, very focused, like I said, still young and energetic lawyer. Baba Askolondo Jamal. Baba, good morning. Part of the legal team as well. You better come on. Okay, so Laga in Makonso, Edarasu Abipiano, your friend, a live boy, part of the MPP legal team. On time, about 13 and teach you news file. And I said, Obe correction. I know the correction. Obe correcting will be a mocha and Remon Institute. Obi mpacho beto am kwa kakra mbetimi akire obu kakra ono de obachire omu sisi ya nti eba mbara ne de a ojebre because o se mran ne fapem o man bia betimi dia konkan fara o motena se ya one baba o ma ham so yie nti ye hwese o mbema education no ya yinwura mranimfo school no e be je education afi e that common sense and common law no etimare je betimi apply one se ya lawyer Kwaba thank you for your time
sure.
well mona wako fast ba fie kwaku fimpon NDC for and abrantie ne nyom no o se killer de asembeba enti mona wako fast baba mo mai baba bodaruma kire yimu monti ase any said the baby abedu mana monti obutu after this place
yo mini amedase mesre se etifo betimi yi asama aba court ni na enese court say owura question ano oye Assin north mrashe bedwem no ene watwena konya finance ana wa cancel election na ye no ho no na wa cancel election no ni nyina so ina ne say papa no as at the time na all filling in nomination form no no nya ganani
nkrata no bra no
nkrata o de koye election na onya ganani nti nkrata no tam na o tam ye to abande no nya ganani but tam ye ko filling form no nya ganani ho na ye betire mu yi na ye de mra na atom
okay
na edi kan pa no wo hwe Canada mra mu a Canada mra mu so wo de letter ko say menye Canada ni biom na se Canada for eji we letter na tumu okrata na tumu a Canada for mra mu no until some member finance certificate no ugusu ye Canada ni
okay so me de krata ko me se menye Canada ni
biom
but Canada for shi mu
no en Canada for mo shi mu no se o ma certificate that is ugusu ye Canada ni ba wo ba Ghana mra mu a e different kakra so what myself ura question December 2019 and 2020 2019 or then nkrata koma Canada for no Canada ni esan Ghana ni and or then nkrata ina koma Canada for say me mpese me Canada 2019 December 2019 2020 me mpese me Canada ni biom so what myself and or do on documents on bibia so dem on bia or dem on say the lawyers try no ko say me Canada ni biom and Canada for man as would be near Brunei acknowledgement letter.
Yes, I can crack.
Yes, I can crack. Until you processing your certificate. You knew. Yes, I can crack. And a papa no to better than Ghana. And no be starting a Jumo Ghana. Or ba Ghana Hano. Or the Bibia command was in Ghana and the Nibio, or the Bibia or Canada for to be do Ghana or any.
Or Ghana.
That is
for fun and you saw
Sunday. Or Ghana. Fine. And Obama Oba filling the form. Till Oba filling the form say, may cost an election. That is around maybe September, October thereabout. When you didn't crack Canada for some Canada,
the
minimum for me, don't be among my better me group. It is a coffee for my dear also trousers or a dear.
Or Ghana.
No coffee so a Ghana. Timmy.
O kasa se me minimum rana me force na ogi tu
na se brano na me kan wasem yo emrano wasem na me kan yo mu na botre dale nya botre na aso nan o do nsa asane o wow and all feeling from no se me Ghana ni who hold allegiance to them because law no talk about constitution talk about allegiance so what man say yes me Ghana ni say no because there's a difference between citizenship and allegiance. Difference room. You can't allegiance. Allegiance say, what do ubi be a shine now? What the ma on my way?
What so actually say on my
way? Na me pay. What if you say Ghana have ground? What food taxes be ground now? Or you Ghana in say you know the Israel and American national came. When you pass ano na say na allegiance no ground a soti. Enya papa. So what man? But citizen the or citizen. Or citizen all right. But the allegiance no etuchima. Where they all say, matumi bibi egu meja me Canada. Wako tranga almost 40 years. Meja mi bibi ama betranga na meja Canada ni biyo. Into ofele form no. Sata no ni nsanyanka. The final certificate no. But because onim so no, we ni bibi efi o so mpo do bibi ama omutu no so me Ghana ni ana me bo.
Ono na edwene sa na sa na mra ne tie.
Now unim say me nya ba wo ho say me no ni bibia biom metima sentena bibia ka say me no bibia
Okay, mami hwe me patron bo.
No,
patron. Tire me mu yetam e me dese ne mu nyina mo ye abenfo omre mu no.
That's right.
Me ne me yere. Ordinance.
Yes.
Intokwasi. Me ko ono so ko.
Yes.
But ye ko ye nimsi akọ fa mre mu ne dia ko wade.
Yes.
Nti ye ko we ko no sa no. Eno ye beta ka se ye nya ware fo.
Your mama separation onya o yirbium.
Da bi ye separation. We ko.
Your mama separation. Practically no onya o yirbium.
Even though
you have not received the final certificate, your mom separation. Oko ono so ko otin baby to baby. Because hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Another serious example.
In law.
One gonna need people make comfort in the open.
Me lawyers see me. Mama me say in law.
Mama will try example.
Baba can law. No, don't talk politics. In the law.
Mama say.
Can I finish? Can I finish? In the law. Yeah. Me no worry ordinance. Everyone say normally no bibiaba ntokwa intimi we na court a grant mu separation.
It means divorce?
No, hold on. You need divorce, but they've granted.
So it means that you have divorce?
No, that's what I'm saying. That practically no. Because me na me do akose me go divorce. Me do akoko tem go divorce. Na court a granting separation. Separation. What you baby? Maybe. But my friend me. Even though technically on the law no, you need divorce. The divorce certificate will come.
And can you marry?
Oh, come.
Can you marry another woman?
Hold on. But you see, when we come to this law, the same thing here no. Me say papa no. Woman be bia so you come to Ghana law because the issue is in Ghana here. Anameboa.
Yeah.
Tien for Ghana.
Canada
mrani di ejuma. The Ghana mrani be ejuma. Enti tien ye mrano ka wa Ghana mra.
Okay.
Tien ye. Section 20. People representation of people law. Any representation of people law. PNDC 284. Tien section 20 ka. Or say grounds for cancelling election results. Grounds. Ne papa na
you betimi agina so.
Ne obetimi agina so edia cancel election results. 1. The election of a candidate shall be declared void on an election petition. If the High Court is satisfied that 1, that the general bribery, general treating, general intimidation, and the conduct of election, and the candidate on the conduct of election. B, that there has been non-compliance with the provision. Also, still it's talking about the conduct. Now, 3, C, the corrupt or illegal practices, and also it's talking about the conduct. Now, or D is now talking about the candidate. That the candidate was at the time of election. Election. A person not qualified at time of election. A person not qualified. Election.
So emphasis
and then nomination.
Election
when he is not qualified. Now, Papa no, as at the time of filling nomination form, no, or see me again any. So I myself because my renounce or the letter need be a better. In November before the election, in November before the election, and the the petition come my electoral commission say, Papa no Ghanaian no a Canadian. Satan no we any certificate no. And no this certificate no. Any BBA coach electoral commission say, me certificate ni. That my me failing the na me san kind. But let us win but say no me certificate no. They say me a full Ghanaian. And the electoral commission and by this law.
Okay, so
what qualified?
A bit of explanation. Election, no, it refers to internal party election, electing him to become a member of a parliamentary potential, or the election national one. Which election are we talking about here?
In court, they define the elections.
Okay, so election in this case, I'm confused. NDC former call prime minister, you elected a parliamentary candidate.
That's not what we are talking about.
But the competitive one,
at the time of the election, that is the national election.
That's not the internal one.
Not the internal one.
Okay.
Because the internal one, even the Zenoto case clears that.
Okay.
It's not. We are talking about the general election.
Okay, so
it's at the time of called general election.
No, or a gun
and fool. And so by this law. Now the court want to tell us election is a process, which starts with nomination and ends with the swearing in. And I'm saying, if that is how the court want to define the election, then election should not start with nomination. It should start with registration. Because by the qualification to become an MP, no,
you need to register.
You need to be a registered voter. So the election then cannot start with NTB in yes, a statute or nomination, a statute or registration. So what must say? And he say limit a stretching the stretching go. And yes, also then we live in the near election. The election is a month for the polls. I got as at the time almost to about Nabana settles here.
No, a Ghanaian.
Full Ghanaian. In that dentin also be Gina Murabizno Case. It's a Canada for say, TMU. It's a Canada for Muran. Say, ye mouse certificate. Unye, Figana, Canada for Muntino. And tis a ne, Omahine. Una ye host to her. And no cholet to come multimedia. So we judge more. Multimedia bit more for so separate. The moment I would do letter come on, whether they accept it or not, no way jai. Also, need more have you be to enforce. The same way, nobody can force somebody to become a citizen of a country. New York can say, maybe come on, my room is every home.
Now, citizens, you just been acquired.
But we are talking about Ghana law. We are depending on the laws of Ghana because this is the law. Even in this law, the 1992 Constitution is quoted. So the Lord tells us clearly, saying, I've read the law to you, that is the time of election, not the time of nomination. And how the Ezianota case, and I know Gary will start referring to Ezianota case and those things. Ezianota case, no, it's a different ball game. Sakande is a different, because Sakande was about, he didn't say he's a or say he's not. And finally it was found out, say, oh yeah. So when he lied. So that's a different one. As you not tell the elect, it was about registration, not about citizenship. And that is not at a point. Yeka said the issue is about constitutional interpretation. The judge should allow the Supreme Court to do what? To interpret. Judge didn't say Debbie. In any case, Supreme Court say Supreme Court don't know Supreme Court or see they be because of Article 3130. Because of the Supreme Court's High Court way, no, they should do the reference. So go back. Now, High Court, High Court say on refer some number and a petition. Until we're going to file two processes. And two processes are no panel. We're going to file the referral application for the referral and file an application to arrest the judgment. And can you pay application? Application for the referral. Yeah, application say, Papa, no, on to me, ma, and to me, kind of court. What on? Ghana on sometimes, and they are. And then make a guy is a someone so. And at some nine to them such. Court, by now, court office, offices in by 8:30, no. Normal strategy receival processes. Court, especially High Court. By now, Gary himself by 8:30. By now, every court should have been
office BABA.
Office BABA. Cape Coast you could now 8 o'clock. 9 of your office. 9. Now collects no mobile document. Now file ma akoda file no so because at the end of the day, judge anymore. He doesn't know. I say we akamem. Obi wo ni sukra na ensi we ya unim enti se meto na nimu a onim nti time na 9 o'clock na ejina bobo anu na ye pese ko fa na judge no court den mo e kan
na what kind of sabotage no
ani ni asemo a ene eye ina wa kakra say
na court officials no omo ba afterwards
na say omo ba afterwards na say na judgment no ko and they say ultimate file judgment is here ready judgment and this is exactly what happened. Let everybody understand. That's why we say we disagree with the judgment. We disagree completely. We think that this is flies in the face of this law. And more on my court
okay.
And I was saying in India, so yes, some more court and to come but you can express your
okay.
And no, in your position.
Mess about but lawyer Adom Kujina Canada for one share so na my yomo. Sa
Omahene. Omahene am inside chop here. I'm in church here for you na. And education ya say you know. Best say me yi me political hat no. ɛde free ho na makasa sɛ lawyer ni mebɛyɛ law ɛwɔ program bi so nti yɛmbɛka nyinaa no politics bi ɛnu a mebɛka ho I will talk only as a lawyer mekɔkɔ to kɔpa de law na me nua baba ɛkasa no wobusa no question bi na m'ani agye paa wo se sɛ o file divorce case o court a na sɛ separate a does it mean say aware na gu ana me nua ka sɛ once
practically you use the word
practically no
it's not your wife
practically no and your wife be
but the divorce has not come. Yes,
you see baba with all respect to you Megidi say you should know and I wouldn't pay say court and grant with divorce certificate
You cannot assume.
you are still married.
yes.
Say court and grant the divorce certificate you are still married. That is the law. None of the parties can decide to go and remarry again until court ever grant your final divorce decree.
And only 2 years, ma ko nya se ko ware.
Exactly. Now, say only obate ho. Number worry under ordinance, which is 1 man, 1 woman, to the exclusion of all others. Bema no and now obano cannot go ahead and marry again. Any possible.
But
I just say divorce no. I go through. Now, sir, even in the pendency of the proceedings, na nyame fa samba, na oba ni wu, na bema ni wu a, either party can inherit the estate. The reason is that divorce no and go through. To that's your yere. That's your yere. Ti uba traka say practically on your yere be mo. I don't understand you.
Technically.
But that is not the law.
The law says on your yere
until the divorce has gone through. That is the law. Baba, I will not let you deceive Ghanaians to matters of law.
But I have not. I've told
No. I want to deceive on matters of law.
I said I added at the end of
what
my
is practically
until the certificate is given you and not divorced. I'm talking about practicality.
No, what is practicality?
You see, I'll talk in terms of what happened in Canada.
No, but that was quite deceptive.
It did not.
No, but that was quite deceptive.
What is deception about it?
It say, oh, you're quite separate. You're after you're now, do you know why? Do you know? Would you know for said, name mom, name mom, but and you cross
when you go to court, why do court grant separation? Because they see that you can't live together. 10 years. When the court realize that you can't live together, they grant separation. So what must say? So that people can feel free.
Practically, you are no more.
So practically, that's what I use the word practical.
But the point
so
is
I'm happy that he has now. No, but
free more.
I'm saying, the American say, I use the word practically, you are no more. But I also add the say,
okay,
by law, I said by law, you are still married.
Baba, you are aware.
That?
You are aware.
That?
And if you have been involved in matrimonial cases,
plenty.
You will know that.
Plenty.
You will know that sometimes even the mere separation, the people still can come back together and remarry and continue with the marriage. There will be a 4 or 5 years. Now, Osre.
I didn't know.
What a yamu try. I could see myself missing. I see what you, Mate. Obana Conin Obana Conin say, be a Muslim Mojaye, no Obana Conin no Obana say, and when you say, well, was it, and then the name of the tone on the you say me. No be a own now 7 Jawari, I must separate. No, how do you get back, get pregnant for the same person? And the fact of separation, no, does not mean say divorce not go through.
But I've not said so yet.
We say it does not mean listen.
But I have not said so yet. Don't say
so.
I've
Please,
said
so. No.
Okay, so
you see, so let me. Now, meanwhile, renunciation. Debade. Obsession debade. They say, what ba say? O my obedom no. What you say? O man me no man be. And here 1, 2. The fact of filing an application for renunciation does not mean that it has been granted. It does not mean that it has been granted because the application ought to be granted before it be effective. Now, when you say sometimes what the Omaneka taxes, also but the Omaneka taxes, it's an obligation for you to pay your taxes. They will investigate and make sure say when your money when your obligation be at your mind, no, having gone through the whole process, then they will now grant you certificate of renunciation. I said I will talk law, not politics today. Or law never can was more. Okay, Canada memoir. The effective date for certificate no a day after it has been granted to you. And the effective date of certificate and a day after it has been granted to you.
No, a mouse had to me.
Say said their own beam. You are question. On your certificate no 26th of November 2020. 26th November 2020.
Or applying
the effective date no application no immaterial. I just said yeah, Baba Jamal. What application for visa? So go UK.
You don't have the visa.
Who never say no say what travel go UK? What be that?
You don't have the visa.
What apply for visa?
You don't have the visa.
Go UK.
But you have applied for it.
Who apply? But you granted
so
visa no.
That you'll be granted.
Exactly. They say granted. How can you just say what travel go London? What be that? What be that, Baba?
But it's a different.
It's a different situation here. This is the law. There is a law.
Go on now.
That is the law. This is the law. That you should
go on.
Let Ghanaians know. Say, yeah, the man ne betra say kasasa lawyer for. Yeah, law no we are na politics no. Any propaganda.
When you come to this law.
Nyabotre. I'll come there. Now the effective date, you know, the day after the grant of the certificate of renunciation. Until 27th of November, and be effective. Now, by easy for be a nomination between 5th October to 9th October 2020. Between 5th October to 9th October 2020.
There's a problem with the challenge. There's a challenge with dates. No.
Let me catch you. Easy be nomination between 5th to 9th October. You have a question of filing nomination 5th October 2020. Because I can't tell and what day the Ghanaian passport, passport me 1 year Ghanaian passport, but a Canadian passport. All file nomination, you know, with EC, no the Ghana passport, no, at also.
Exactly.
I know, yeah, statutory declaration under oath.
Yes.
Say, we're gonna now owe allegiance to any other country.
What was the basis for that Akukudro? Because no one put in renunciation.
Yes. But wabra, minia, and some no same way no. And yes, wabra, at the time of filing your nomination on the 5th of October 2020 to contest as a member of Parliament for Assin constituency, he knew very well, say, the Sanyanka certificate of renunciation. No.
So dual citizenship was working.
It was working. When you pay and Sanyanka, but we had the declaration. And we see where Ghana won't owe allegiance to any other country except Ghana. When he knew, say, Okura, why application, no? But young grantee, no, certificate of renunciation, no. Okay? No, the Ghana passport, no, get there. That's also. No, follow the electoral commission. Meanwhile, what is the legal effect of doing a declaration? When you say, at the time you knew very well that was false declaration. About your lawyer, false declaration.
Can I explain?
I will come to all those things. Oh, they call my easy for. Now, you're going. You see, when it comes to nomination filing, they're not my Rollins case no. Near Mashite, and or they a year on one in Yaba, a codina court. Say, anything for happiness, Emma, or contested primaries. Wabra, at the time of contested primaries, no need voter ID card. The case started as an NDC internal matter. NDC internal matter. Because where this for constitution anymore? A woman say you must have a voter ID card at the time of the primaries. It is there. You tell you I'm lying. It is there. And now the lawyer for Amashite, after the case for Amashite, you in High Court near Chumaso High Court. When they go to Supreme Court, say there be my book constitutional matter about the before, and therefore a near constitutional interpretation. Until they go to Supreme Court. Supreme Court say, my body mobile in say 94 no the qualification and legitimate criteria no that bear the chance here Yen kwa sasa question no. Da be na hyaase wo NDC primaries mu and a hyaase at the time EC be nomination. EC and I think for the two. Onya ko na wotumi say oye ko to elections.
A very important issue.
Eti no yen kwa sasa question famra. Aba jama, ye ba kasa lawyer for wase. And I say, hey, asama ye kan this for primary so. Ye kan national constitution. Obviously ye be kan national constitution wa. Be kan national constitution wa because me my bench at the four. Say na don't qualify into be kan constitution wa. Me final review. The panel was 107 members. I said, no. Go answer the question. Go answer the question. The review number to go here. So I have to answer the question. Because we are saying, no, court ni ma, ye ni na adwin very, very clear. Say, easy for ne what to me say will be nomination. Now you be trouble. You be register. If I nomination, what time won't be on ye bibia na election no process. Say easy for no enyamie omo buku no mu se be faale a ye nyina ye expression of intention. The party for nyina expression of intention. And therefore omo bie mu a at the time omo be bie mu no ukọ faale a then you must meet all the qualification criteria and Article 94. You must meet all the criteria under 94. But Senator eko file ne nominate okoye ne primaries. Now that time you me nomination there. The nyina your expression of intention. Nti no asem no ya ba to ago. Nti wini be before now isi be nomination no. And na me nuanom quickly mo bie mo commission for bie say ne ye be registration. And why me be fast to register and mo file Senator and man contested political elections. Which means say they themselves even though omunim say my men no violate your internal constitution no, they were happy say they said there court to say and I'm say the expression of intention no ya penso say any say no it me penso ma obe register e me to so aba at the time when EC opens nominations. And that was
that's a new definition.
Yes. Yes, that's Supreme Court. That's why I'm telling my minister say, Baba Jama say, what kind of case ni bien? To what kind of case ni bien? Because I control the case myself. From the High Court to the Supreme Court. To me that, na mo nyam bisa case go na met me actually they will match no. Because court my na ya be clear say, is the what to me say will be a nomination. According to elections, oh kroma, we ni nyina. Into one be nomination ni mu a now be file there at the time I be file no you must meet all the qualification criteria under 94, one of which was voter ID card. And you know when you about to register before the filing of a nomination by EC no it was proper and now contest politically. Now you are question at the time of filing the nomination with the Electoral Commission on the 5th of October 2021, 2020. Sabrano. Now, Nensa Enyanka certificate of renunciation. And at that time, no one yet qualified to file.
Because no assume a
run. I said, what train? No, ye dean and the second year, and sana. Oko file it. They say because I see and then in Saka. If there's any future elections, but file it. But the caveat here is that already a committed criminal offense. Already committed criminal offense because what pejana at the time of filing now declaration they say we are gonna ninkwa no him say we are gonna ninkwa.
He was being truthful to the situation,
exactly.
Especially where intent is clear here.
Exactly.
Intent. From where I said layman's view. Me Canadian passport, me the Ghana passport, me the atoso. Makachi them say a casa CCA party, I say me crat to Canada and paying for him no. Me ne omuni asembia. Baba, the other aspect of it, hold on. The other aspect of it is that what telling our this legal education this morning. What it means is that if you go for renunciation, it's not complete. Tie, e bi kra. Ye ba jibra hwe. wo wachi ansa ne asan okrata na eto bi wa untua
yes
akodi se money bi na udwane e dey na ama wa wo pa ofi kroma enti hwehwemu bi be koso ansa kra na de krata finally
yes
so hwehwemu na mai still you are holding the Canadian district it's not as simple problem as
that is why I make a change Baba say the fact say we apply
it doesn't mean that is it.
It doesn't mean that you have renounced.
Can I come?
Baba,
no, you cannot come in now. Let me finish. The fact that we apply, it doesn't mean say we renounce. It's okay. So catch Ghana for say the fact that we apply no. Enti no wo de wonya kana ni biem. Wo de wa wo hwe nsa. Enti no wo de okwa. One kind of kuna for
the intent and are very clear. It just say on your nose you should say. No. Oh, my applying to mobile.
No, I say intention is not enough. It's not enough. Yeah. If we say, oh, they will apply. It's not, I was say, oba, MVP more. Sir, because of expertise in National General Rollins case, you call your prime minister, they were vetting to make sure so be able to internal party rules or constitution, plus at the end of four. You know, India is a general secretary in his wisdom. Based on this decision of expertise in National General Rollins, set up what you call a verification committee. All aspirants, including sitting members of parliament, had to appear before us. Obiaba from Kata in Adom Sanhim. And so you humor, you shame, we are going to need one near ticket. Oh, allegiance ana near ticket. What the bonnet near ticket? Why you say near ticket? We have to clear everybody one by one.
Upon the Maya no,
upon the year, you know, promising in area, we have to now assemble all of them to Accra. Everybody to Accra. One by one. Take care better 1 month. To go through every document one by one. To be sure, say. Sign the 4 there be any who are sebe from and sign your documents. I could file with the letter commission. Oh man, yes, sir. Because see, some years, sir, they will have known, say, Domoro, Ekra, citizenship, yes, sir. They will have, I'm telling you, they will have known, say, question, as at the time I ever filed nomination, no, then in sign your certificate of organization, no.
Jomoro.
Yes. What they say about na yo. You know, minua.
Manifest on this national.
Minua, me say me chiro. Ma baba, ma yam Ghana fo nyina hunu. Say, enkrata no o file a. Eno nkyere say, o wie. O file a, o wie. Now they say at the time of elections. Now election no, minua. Ufiti wa na kwa elections. Ufiti wa na kwa elections. Say me no tie yi, be say me member of parliament. Election for December 7th. Me sorry I'm calling elections. Is that how the thing is done?
You go through a process.
You go through the process. EC has to now come. No be the nomination. Wakasa independent you should be able to know say. Una kasa we are fit. Ungo di boni be friend o man no. Wakasa we are Ghana ni. Wakasa no we be age of 21 and beyond. Wakasa no to be to aba voter ID card. They are all here. Okay? Now, who we are, I file a nomination, whether you are going as an independent candidate, and that's why you are going on the ticket of a political party. Depending how you are going. Okay, party there, party in the kind, I check say, party in internal rules and regulations, no, the constitution, no, committee, and you one. And sana, we are must have a national swear, and also qualified. And sana, you can follow. Independent there, and a one now, we content crop, the one now, and a while, be only at the 4. Okay? We are not going to if you photo show say okay fine if you are and if you say oh okay until Allah say but contest then you go around and campaign okay campaigning we you post in area so that dan so oba be dey oba be gina near to soba to say at the time of election no simply means say it doesn't start with nomination but rather on the election day no it's absurd.
Okay,
it's absurd as if say oh sorry you are not elections. It's absurd because you ought to go to the process.
Okay, so hold on. But about disagreements, Kakra, and the disagreements, then we can come back to.
Minia, the first disagreement, and they say, Minia or Camry, he knows that to convict a person, say, sometimes the man who can treat a hard to convict a person on a criminal offense. No. 2 things must meet. The menstrual and the actus rule. Menstrual, I say, I was in the back ye jitu mi say na waye na dwen so be disabone ne di kan answer no course so could disabone so the intention and the action must meet. That's why we be no question say papa no
na dwen no pe na mo to ne mu da
hold on na dwen mo no ordinary krata ne bibi akoma o se menya Canada ne bi o so much say o mensa yensa ka krata no e process so at mazi no abagana na obefele form nkoko ka say o ye kada ne bi na say no so no we control
we kada ne hold on musa bom question back at that time no file form no sa bre no na ne saka certificate no
ne saka
so no question is say
what is camera o
yes sa bre na nyabutre sa bre na all file form no 5th October 2020 no at the na when disclosure of electoral commission say the Canadian passport no enunye I know this year
was there any column for him to fill that one
because
there was no column
sabre no
tell me
oh baba
the be asema can what can I say because my mention me starting no me jitu mu say wa apply Canada way ne certificate na to nomination me jitu mu from the beginning what is your camera so let's stick to the law I am saying say you know you are now impugning say obetimum or wa commit criminal offense let me say ye name say mremu two things must meet to convict somebody. The court must be satisfied that the intentions was clear and the actions took place. So where the intention me no emfa say sebe wo be pie na wo kitebia sekan wo pie wo na obi gina nche na bia sekan no e wo na say clear say and one said that wo dem kuma the court in convincing you knows how to go about it because they know that the intentions may not be there. So when you are talking about it, the menstrual must meet with the actus rules. So the man might have indicated, say,
no, he did. He did.
I say he has indicated so he has done any because in his understanding as a layman of the law, or say,
but you are a lawyer.
Oh, hold on.
If you go by the layman's understanding of the law, then we commit a lot of
I am saying that.
Ignorantly,
please.
Yes,
you see.
No, hold on.
I'm happy.
Hold on.
I'm coming to what you are saying.
I pick what you tell me as a
lawyer. I'm coming at what you say
because if we argue on the basis of layman,
you understand me.
Okay.
Because he knows to say. That's when we even go to court. We have clients we can come and say that he did it because he didn't understand the law. He can't walk out to die. Hold on.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
It is not, but the intention must be established for a crime. An intention, hold on. An intention must be established. In this case, no. Papa no, to the best of his knowledge, he has given his letters to the Canadian.
So he's done with the Canadian people.
Done with the Canadian people. He has left the country. He's in Ghana. And I'm saying, say, whilst in Ghana, no, then we cannot say, because the Canadian law says this, and a Ghanaian that is known to be a Ghanaian who has declared his intentions, he has made his intentions clear, he's committed the perjury because, say, waba fail say at that time and ko fail crash or Canadian I would rather say he has rather caused perjury. But
you are making it so simple because I have an intention.
Because we need to bring it to the level of the people to understand. Because you're educating
Baba as yes, me Mpensenpensenmu lawyer. Am I feeling formed to say I'm a lawyer?
No.
Why can't I?
No.
Because Mpensenpensenmu lawyer.
No. See, these are different issues.
No.
Hear me. The man, Papa, no, I cannot need that though. Hear me. I cannot need that. And now, when Sansi was a Mpensenpensenmu Canada, and he took the action. He didn't just have the intention.
No,
hold on.
Beyond the intention, let me be normal here. Beyond the intention, you have given everything that Canada gave you. Say Canada from Patomonje. But you know, sir, it doesn't end there. It goes beyond the presentation of that.
That is where you have to know that we have two laws clashing here. Canadian law and Ghanaian law. That's what I'm telling you.
There's no clash.
I'm saying
there's
there's
no
a clash here.
There's no clash.
There's a clash.
There's no
Because
clash.
my understanding of the
There
law,
is no clash.
and I have read the law to you. Sir, who can say the election does not start with the nomination or whatever? When the people petition against the man, they petition against him, tell me. Can I land on this? Because it will confuse the people.
Another scenario. Who we Form 5 year? Yeah,
oh, me camp 1990 Form 5. Oh, Form 5 the 89.
Okay, so Mr. 89 I'm here. Obi ani so we Form 5. Okay, Obi ani mo. Nobody can doubt you.
Okay.
And then the chess we Form 5.
Then
the chess we Form 5. Then school work 1 to 5. Then the chess we 1 to 5.
A certificate.
Okay, so and then ebema waba me doubt to say what school
but the fact that you don't have your certificate, it's just only Form 5.
But yeah, you have to go through a process to build that confidence that I went through this. I didn't go for my certificate.
You are giving very wrong examples. We are talking about a situation. Listen, you people, you are talking about a situation. What's your camera? I feel like what's your camera? What's your camera? Me camera say. Who know what I say? Papa no we commenting page.
Yes.
And I make it say in convicting a person in law no. Two things must meet. See me. And I'm a person among from to see me. Niedikan o say wasi wa dream peace ukokudi bonem
anamontu obetu no
na anamontu no so ntuka ho enti se ebia se na me ma example se bia utwem na bia okita sika na ba me sika wo bia court ntimi nka se obi a wo call baby oh wa gbono unless say you establish why means over there
obedi sabo
ma he oni mi bi
now
wo fale no
what you camera there man you nti so ka papa no that time na papa no feel like there no one or see me dem krata ko Canada for actually me say o menya me krata yina say me pese me ga na ni Canada ni bio into ogina baby akra no ko so Canada ni bio ma onu mom no twantro
no
baba jama
I don't know whether English is law there can say I did English what you are saying acknowledgement no it doesn't mean that
I have made you understand say when he came to Ghana even though he had not received his and he made that clear when he was called.
If you're operating from the layman's point of view.
No, this is law. When there was a petition to the Electoral Commission, TME, there was a petition to the Electoral Commission that he was not a Ghanaian. And he took, that time, no certificate. He took his certificate to the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission, that time, na me feeling no. Na me certificate. But my certificate, and he is also operating under this law. Say on him say it is at the election by the time no so call election no so again. This is also the law. So it depends on the way you interpret the law. It's not what
you step further and get see your interpretation of the law is wrong.
It's not correct.
What is
it's not correct.
Yeah, no cry, me you antimi kentia. No cry no kentia. O kan say o bra no bre. No bre.
No.
Okay, o kan no cry.
What's your camera? Me camera who done it.
O camera no cry. Very simple and everybody understands.
No, but who say me
Baba Nyabutre, Oberfale will nomination form. As a condition precedent, documents all the can want to say. Ober statutory declaration.
Yeah.
I just say we are gonna Ninkwa.
That's right.
We are gonna Ninkwa. You don't owe allegiance to any other country. It's part of the form. I will be a feeling.
But that is what he
now
did.
Commissioner for Oath Nyabutre. Now Commissioner for Oath. I didn't stamp a pine. Say I'm packed. At the time I will file no nomination, we are gonna need one allegiance to any other country. The question is, at the time of filing, I don't know on the 5th of October. No,
you were owing allegiance.
He was owing allegiance to another country other than Ghana. And the constitution says that you must not owe allegiance to any other country other than Ghana. Simple. Now, when your document no, when your certificate no, now what you did that your certificate no 26 November 2020, which is a post date, the date of your filing of your nomination form.
That's what the challenge is.
It means, you knew very well, you were fully aware. So at the time I will file again on 5th of October, no, 2020. Now on sign the end kind. And I say we are gonna which is not true. Dishonest. What page we are declaration. And my commission for oath. Panyai. When you knew very well, say. Okay. At the time, no.
Okay.
Now, such a day,
that is what all the allegiance and the citizenship. And that is what at a point, 9 year war, you can say this issue must be referred to Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
Any judge number. You see, citizenship, any allegiance, is it the same? The Supreme Court must pronounce on this. Who can say he must not owe allegiance to anybody? Mama, example of even taxi drivers or go now or the Israel and we America. It was the American shame. Necessarily, does he owe allegiance to Ghana?
Oh,
and that interpretation must begin. Your course, no. I didn't see true.
Now you be a foreigner, be a Nigerian, be a American, whatever. Share maybe. Be a worry homo. It come out resident permit.
Okay,
but just 1 minute. Now, a more new year later, also by how you're gonna near. Obeko, acquire what you call naturalization ceremony. No, I swear allegiance to Ghana.
Oh my God.
I said I'm a passport.
Okay, don't be asked, but you say maybe interpretation.
Yes, see, in the interpretation must be done.
Okay, so yeah,
by the Supreme Court.
Thank you so much.